Halo laser, 1 week post-treatment, and then of course I woke up with this. First day I experienced a breakout, but we will talk more about that as we go along. Before we get started talking about my week post-Halo laser, I do want to remind you that in last Friday's video, I hosted a Valentine's giveaway. That giveaway is still taking place. It does not end until this Friday, February 19th at midnight, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. You still have time to register for that giveaway, so be sure to check out last Friday's video where you can get entered. I had the Halo laser treatment performed on February 1st, which is 2 weeks from today. But I filmed this video 6 days ago, which would have put me at 8 days or 1 week, 1 day post Halo laser. I will be back the beginning of May to talk about my results at the 12-week post-laser mark. At that point, I will have more photos to share with you. I will also take you along of some footage of me having the Halo laser treatment performed. And I will also share with you at that time what my thoughts are and if I feel this was worth the investment for me. Let's start 2 weeks prior to having Halo laser. At this point, I stopped using any of my active ingredients like my glycolic acid and my tretinoin or my Tazarac. I basically stopped using all skincare. I used a mild cleanser on my face and a really good moisturizer, and that was it, again, leading 2 weeks up to having the laser performed. The day of my appointment, I was instructed to arrive 1 hour prior to having the treatment so that they could apply the numbing agent to my face. After the numbing agent was applied, the estheticians went over all of the instructions post-treatment, as well as what I could expect during the procedure, as well as what to expect post-procedure. I was also given this post-procedure recovery kit by Aven. This had everything in it that I would need for the following week or even 2 weeks. I have still been using this, and again, we are on the 8-day mark. I was also given this patient pre and post care instructions paper right here. This had any information that I would have to reference once I came home from having the Halo laser performed. During the laser treatment itself, let me first share that the whole process took about 30 minutes. The face took 20 minutes, and I also had the neck and décolleté done. I'm going to share with you that there is no question that you will, or I did, experience discomfort. I would not say I would consider it painful, but I believe everyone comes from a different lens when it comes to their pain tolerance. To me, it was discomfort, but not pain. Certain areas were more sensitive. I felt like around the nose it was more sensitive. I also found the neck to be a little bit more uncomfortable than the face. The décolleté or the chest area, I did not experience any discomfort whatsoever in that area. I believe a lot of it just depends on our own sensitivities. So again, I can only speak for myself. I was told that immediately following the treatment, I would feel like I was on fire. And that is definitely true. They gave me a wand that I could fan myself with, and they do encourage you to use that for several minutes before you leave. Definitely, I felt on fire, nothing that I couldn't handle. So again, everyone is going to experience a different level. I was also told that on the ride home, and I have about a 35-minute drive to get back to my home, that I would feel on fire the whole time. I live in Michigan, and it was bitter, bitter cold the day that I had the treatment performed. So you would not even dream of turning on your air conditioner, but one of the estheticians did share that sometimes when people are driving home, they literally need to put their air on their face because they feel on fire. I didn't experience that type of on fire that they were describing. I definitely was hot, but I never needed to turn my air conditioning on, and I was really never uncomfortable. But again, I believe everyone will have different results. Also, they had shared that after arriving home, for probably the next 1 to 2 hours, I would feel that heat. I did feel like I had a major sunburn, but again, it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle. It just felt like an extreme sunburn. So not to the degree of feeling on fire, just a big sunburn. And it really did not last that long. Now, I did have the treatment done in the evening, and I do go to bed very early, as all of you know. So before you know it, I was asleep, and I had no problem falling asleep that evening. I was instructed to try to sleep on my back a little bit elevated and maybe even use an airplane neck pillow. I tried that, and sleep is so important to me. I think I somewhat fell asleep, and before you know it, I took the neck pillow, threw it on the floor, and I proceeded to sleep as I normally do. And I'm a side sleeper, and I'm also a toss and turner. So I slept no different that night than I do any other night. It seemed to work for me okay. I would follow the instructions if you can, but I'm just being completely honest with you and transparent on everything I did and everything that I experienced. The following day, which would be day 1, this would have been Tuesday, I did wake up to swelling. There was no question. My face was swollen. In fact, my left eye, I struggled to even see clearly out of it because my face was so swollen that I could see my cheek in my peripheral vision. And I had that all day that first day. I did take this day off from a workout as I was instructed to not exercise for up to about 48 hours post-treatment. My face and neck and chest were all sensitive, but only to the touch. So I experienced no discomfort on the first day. I just had the swelling, but if I touched anything, it was uncomfortable. What you see on my face are called mends. This is basically part of the healing process. I also felt like sandpaper. My face, my neck, and my chest all felt like sandpaper. I chose to not shower on day 1 because they did share with me, if you can just let your face and your neck and your chest be, that is probably going to be the best case scenario and give you the best results. I really did not have to tap into the care package, and I didn't. So I didn't shower, and I never got my face wet on day 1. And I'm really happy that I chose to make that decision. Moving on to day 2, post halo laser. This would be Wednesday. You will see in the photos that, of course, I don't look much different. The swelling did go down a little bit. I felt like sandpaper, no changes there, and still a lot of mends. On this day, I did take a shower, but I did not wash my face with the cleanser that was provided by Aven. I barely got any water on my face. Again, based off of our conversation and the experience that the estheticians have had, they felt that results were more prominent when people were choosing to just let the skin heal on its own. You don't want to get rid of those mends. Day 3, this would be Thursday. The swelling had pretty much subsided from what I could tell. I did experience a little bit of the urge to itch just in a couple of areas. Nothing severe, nothing that drove me crazy, and I chose not to. I really just did not want to touch any of the area that was treated. By this time, I didn't experience any discomfort if I touched my face, neck, or chest. So that soreness really only lasted the first couple of days. Of course, still a lot of mends going through that healing process. I did shower and wash my face, and I did use the cleanser, but I just patted it on And again, only let the water hit me for a brief second because I just didn't want to open things up. I'm trying to get it to heal naturally. Moving on to day 4, this would be Friday. By this day, I detected absolutely no swelling whatsoever. I did experience a little bit more urge to itch, but again, nothing that was too extreme, and I chose to just ignore it. Again, lightly washed my face this day, just patting on the cleanser, and then I did moisturize all the areas afterwards, and I just patted the moisturizer on. I did not do any rubbing motion. Day 5, Saturday, pretty much the same. Still have quite a few mens. I can tell that the face is healing. Certain areas, the mens were starting to disappear. My chin area, right above my upper lips, maybe around my nose, and I could tell that my forehead was starting to go through the healing process as well, but I still felt like sandpaper. Again, washed my face very gently and also applied the moisturizer in a very gentle way. Day 6, Sunday, not exactly the best day for me to look the worst. I looked like a mess this day. It was supposed to be a filming day, and I ended up filming anyway, so if you go back and watch last Friday's video where I'm doing the Valentine's Day giveaway and sharing products that I have used since I started my YouTube journey, in that video I have no makeup on, and you can see that my cheeks look pretty rough in that video because what I experienced on this day was my skin was starting to shed, but it was shedding kind of like a black color, probably from the mens. I knew I did not want to slough this off because I'm trying to let it heal naturally. So there was no way I was going to apply makeup, and it worked for me. I have no problem with you guys seeing me without makeup on. Clearly, I wouldn't be here today. So I didn't wear makeup on Sunday and just let it run its course. Again, washed very gently, moisturized gently. Day 7, Monday, that would be the day prior to me filming this video. It had cleared up a little bit more with that dead skin, but I still had quite a bit of it. Not as bad as Sunday, but definitely still there. The areas where you can still see some of that dead skin, still my face has a slight sandpaper feel, so that has been the case the whole duration. And then today, the day that I'm filming, which is Tuesday, this is what we look like. Of course, I'll insert the photos as well. Definitely an improvement from yesterday. I do have a little just pimple right here. Of course, that had to happen on a filming day, but it's raw and real. It's so important for you guys to know. And today I was going to try to apply makeup, but I feel like I don't think it's really the right decision. I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm still feeling roughness through here, so just know if you did try to apply makeup by day 8, depending on what type of results you get post-treatment, I still believe everyone is going to be different. But I feel like your makeup application is going to be compromised. And I feel it's important to share this because if any of you were interested in having the Halo laser treatment performed, it's not to say that you can't be around other people. It's really going to be based off of your comfort level, but I do believe you would want to know this information ahead of time to plan and prepare. I don't believe the estheticians shared with me how long before it would be advisable to apply makeup. They know that I don't wear makeup every day and it's not an issue for me. They also know that I am not sensitive at all to being seen by other people without makeup on. I don't really want to look like a mess, but I'm okay not having makeup on. Again, this is just something that's going to be good information for you because if you do go to your local medical skin spa and maybe do a consultation about having the treatment done and they tell you that you can wear makeup in 3-4 days, just know that may not be the case considering I am on day 8. Now, today, the day that I filmed, is a Tuesday, and I am definitely applying makeup in 3 more days on Friday. That's the next day I'm scheduled to apply makeup, and I definitely will that day. But based off of where I am at today, I mean, it still is pretty rough looking. This is very scratchy and sandpaper, but I can always wear a high blouse, sweater, or top to cover that area. But this Friday, I do need to apply makeup. I'm going out to dinner with some family. I will be filming, and I know that I will be ready, but I do believe it's very important for you to be aware that everyone's situation and heal time will be different, but it's not something that you want to find out after the fact. Going into post-treatment, I'm still going to continue to use the cleanser and the moisturizer that was provided for me. I don't plan on using my retinoid or my glycolic acid or any of my skincare products till I would say at least maybe the 3-week mark. I really want to give my skin the time to go through the process. I don't want to push the envelope. But again, I will be back here at the 12-week mark. I cannot tell you what my thoughts are. I would never tell, well, I'm careful to ever recommend something to anyone. Whether I have a good experience or I don't have any significant results, I would never tell someone else to do something or not to do something, because I know from experience we all get different results. All I'm going to do with you is share my own experience having the Halo laser treatment performed, what type of results I achieve by having this process done, and you will base your decision from there. But again, right now, I can't even share that with you because I just don't know. But I know at the 12-week mark, that is when it's predicted that you kind of have an idea of what's happening. And I am sure that I will have some really great feedback for you so that you can think about if this is something that you would want to consider. Before I leave you today, don't forget to check out last Friday's video. Again, there's a Valentine's Day giveaway in there. I hope you enjoyed your Valentine's Day yesterday. But there is a giveaway in there, and it does end at midnight this Friday the 19th. So basically, you are going to want to make sure that you are registered for that giveaway probably by Thursday, because that drawing will take place when a lot of people are sleeping. So thanks for joining me and listening and hearing all about my process, and I will see you Friday right here on YouTube. All right, take care.